It's day 889 of the Rosh Hashanah Yomi. This week's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi is sponsored for Shiduchim. If you like to sponsor upcoming Shir Mar Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please contact me directly. Very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing Siman Tuf Kuf Pei Hey, Sif Ches, Tuf Kuf Pei Vav, Sif Dalid. Ches, B'tkil Shal Seder Brachas Musaf Lo Yitka Shatz Ela Acher, and what the Tkil is done in the I guess in Salish Moshe according to the Sfard, and the Chazar Shatz. No, according to Salish Moshe it wouldn't make sense to say this. Talking about the Chazar Shatz. The Chazar Shatz, the Shliat Tzibur should not to blow the Tkiyos. Actually, it's Baal with also, so then it confuses Davi. But no, move actually is Baal Bel. If he's sure that he's not going to get mixed up, if you have Zot for us to be able to go back to davening normally, Rashayiko, he's allowed to blow the shofar. Which word says if he's not sure he's going to be able to go back normally, but there's nobody else who knows how to blow. So some people say you shouldn't blow in that case until after davening is over. And certainly if they were already Yotze with the Tkiyos before, Shemona Esrei, so then he can wait. Some say if there's nobody else who can blow, others say, yes, that if there's nobody else to blow, so according to the order of brachas, even though he's not sure he's going to be able to get back to davening normally, they ask to be to trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu that will help him to do it properly and take the chance. If he's davening out of a sitter or a machzor, so that is the same status as he's sure he's going to be able to go back to his davening properly. Back to Arukh HaShulchan. The Tkiyos with sitting down, so to speak, the one that should go to Musaf, she will shot to the Shliat Tzibur can blow. It's appropriate that it blew before I should blow a musaf. So he starts him until we tell him finish it. Not that it's difficult for him to blow. It's not an impediment. The Shabbat says in places where they distribute the tkiyos to the ones before Shemasi to one, the ones during Shemasi to another, or to distribute Malchis to one, Zichronos to another, and Shofaros to another, I guess. Yeah, they should do according to their minhag. I never saw such a minhag, but who knows? The minhag is for the somebody to read, to tell the person who's blowing Kia, Trua, Kia, so they shouldn't make any mistakes. This year happened when I was being the Makri, I actually made a mistake. About the okay, corrected me. So it's always good to work in tandem. The person who's the makri should be the greatest person in Torah. Because based on Kabbalah, there is a great matter here. The Mishabur says the Shliach Tzibur for Shacharis. He reads out the order to the Tokea. In a place where there's a Rav, the Rav does it. Somebody who gets paid in order to blow Shofar Rosh Hashanah, or to daven, or to targem, or to have the same word to translate the laning. The Shabbos and Tevim, the other places Shenogel targem, where it's custom to translate. Eno roeh, but also schar sim and bracha. He's not going to see a sign of blessing from that schar. I guess he's not going to get rich off of it. But it's not prohibited. The main kamana of the person who's blowing and the people are listening, the kind mitzvahs I say should be to fulfill the positive command. Hashem commanded to blow Rosh Hashanah. If he knows other issues to be mechaven according to the Zohar, Ashri Chalko. It's wonderful. But that's the primary kavanah. Staman kilishmon dami, and if he makes the brachas properly, we assume that then he doesn't interrupt. Then we assume that he continues with the right kavanah. The bracket says here, "I'm going to with school if you need a solution when you can't blow, so the people yafalcha shofar, you can turn the shofar upside down and read into the wider part. We could talk over hinoam. Okay, so we rename into the shofar and sham. You should not do it during the first 30 blows before Shemona Esrei. To have hefsek brachas l'tchiyos, it's interruption between the brachas and the kiyos. Ayin should be sharing tshuva sivkon zayin. I guess, or since all of those are samach to the bracha without any interruption whatsoever, we shouldn't do it for those only later on if necessary. Taf kuf vav log simon dini shofar shel Rosh Hashanah. The laws of the shofar of Rosh Hashanah. Aleph kosav Rambam reish perakam shofar. Rambam writes, shofar she's talking about ben Rosh Hashanah ben Yovel. The shofar we blow whether it's on Rosh Hashanah or whether it's on Yovel. Ukeren hakavasim hakafuf. It is a bent horn of sheep. The chol shofars basulim chutz mikeren hakeves. All shofars are invalid except for the shofar of sheep. Akal Shana. End quote. Lamar. Keren means a chor hakavasim, a horn from a male of sheep. Ayo, which is a ram. Sheishlo keren, which has a horn. Kafu, which is bent. Shekei darko. That's a normal. That's the way it grows. Avakad kibsan a keva ain't lo keren, but a female sheep, a ewe, W-E-W-U, no, E-W-E, sorry. Ein lo keren has no horn. And this says, we do this like it says, Rosh Hashanah said, why do you blow a ram's horn? Hashem said, shofar sha'ayo, blow before me with a ram's horn. In order I should recall for you, remember for you, the Kedas Yitzchak. I look at you as if you offered yourselves before me. Even though it says at the beginning of the third paragraph of Rosh Hashanah, all types of horns are kosher except for a horn of a cattle. And then it says Shofar Hashanah you shall yoel pashut. Shofar Hashanah is of a kind of mountain goat, which is and it can be straight. Ain't halacha kain, that's not the halacha. It should be straight. Okay, El Kabir Shana Mishnah Rosh Hashanah Tokim Shel Schorim. You blow with the shofaros of males. Bryce Shofar Shosher. Bryce elaborates. So Shana Tokim Shel Schorim Kufufim. Use the bent horns of males. Ashloiske b'Mushla Kufim. Why the Mishnah mentioned bent? Shem Shakol Shofar Shoayu Kafuf. Any shofar of a ram is bent. But Bryce normally says more than the Mishnah. The males mentioned here are rams. The number Rosh Hashanah, the Perkei Shabbos. Sorry, the number is Perkei Shabbos. When we see in the beginning of the fifth parak of Masechah Shabbos, Zcharim Yotzim Levuvim. The males go out when they are tied a certain way, and Kavana Al Elim in the intent Shabbos. And the intent is there on rams. Since in the species of sheep, there's a very great difference between the males and females. The males have horns. The females do not have horns. And it's not found in other species. So therefore, when we say males, we mean rams. And everybody understands. So we don't have to say male rams or male sheep. Just mischarim. But there are rules according to Rabbi Yehuda, like it says, halacha is to use the bent horns. Rabbi Yehuda and Sham, halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda. Beis, Rabbi says bent. The ayo kai. Is going on bent ram's horn. Says bent. It's as if he's saying rams. Like Rashi says, more bent over. In other words, submissive a person is, it's better for him. If he lost upon a kushal or it's adi. He davens he should cast his eyes downwards towards the ground. Where the Yishofar relates to the Tefillah. Last grade is Yitzchak Ba, and when it comes to Yitzchak, it's Yitzchak. But they should be bent. They have to be bent. And for Shushal Ayah, so explicit that it must be a ram's horn. Kevin Jibal Askir Akedas Yitzchak. Says it comes to commemorate Akedas. Zeshomer Rak Kifufim. And as it says, only if they're bent. Mishum Nishal Elim Havin Rak Kifufim, because their ram's horns are only bent. Al Pirov. under normal circumstances, I guess. Brackets here. If he mentions that the other shop, the Mishnah he's going to be the rag schorim. Makes sense when the Mishnah Rabbi only mentions males. The Bryce is curious kind of proven. Bryce mentions bent males. Rabbi Levi is correct. Rabbi Levi only mentions bent. Ravo he's correct. Ravo only mentions rams. Because they all mean the same thing. The ayo shofar kafuf ain't kalos. The ram has a bent horn and the females do not. Again, the lashon say the lashon say you sometimes use this way of to identify it, that way identify it. It's all the same. Zeosiata Rab Solashita, the Ramam of the Duke. This is a strong proof of the Shita Ramam that only rams horns. Kimonekadas Ramam Pasku Gankin Rashi with Tesis Vasmagos, Mamni Shab. All these poskin like the Ramam does, the Rashi came in the Kushkas Fufin. Kam Lahasker Kedas Yitzuk, since he mentioned they should be bent in order to recall Kedas Yitzuk, Vudu Shal Aydafko. It's got to be a ram's horn. Mishabur writes that also a female ram sheep is included, but we use a ram's horn because it's zecher to the Isle of Yitzchak. It seems like it can be a machlekes and Messias. Arukh HaShulchan says the females don't have horns, and Mishabur seems to hold that female can have horn. I don't know. Maybe there are horned female sheep. But Tais is right in any event. This is what Tais is right. Avokama Krabila talking about ailing kufim. Behold, the Krabila you blow with bent ram's horns. As is ruling more. There's a smag with some members. So shonas with the smagrites. Because in Parakam Roshon, I'm a lama talking about shofar shai. Why blow in the shofar of a ram? Cool. Abishinu called shofar ksheus chutz mishapoa. Even though we hold there's a statement that all shofars are kosher except for cow's horns. Avo sabar Rabbi Levi, the silly does the shofar shosham b'shel schorim kufim. Avo and Rabbi Levi and Rabbi Yehuda all hold it's got to be male bent horns. Perusho, which means elim, rams. Tagamina dichrim. He brings in another facet here of why they're called schorim, because the targum of elim is dichrim, which is schorim. Kainalaka, that's the rule. Because about goes Maimoni, both space. So Shana goes Maimoni writes as well. Rabbi Yehuda v'chulei, Chenim Rabbi Levi chulei, Chenim Rabbi Avo. The local maslisin like the Mishnah allows all horns. Chenim pasuk b'sefer hamitzvos, and pasuk b'sefer yirei v'chulei akam l'shana. Well, if he is according to Ma'ot Miyan, I am astonished. Rabbi Seinu Bali Shulchan Aruch on the authors of the Shulchan Aruch Leviel Kladas Ram. Don't bring the opinion Ram. They're only rams on its kosher. Yoshem Nei Sharusha Tur Hevi Das Ram Kosesh Shakol Tafsu Olav Ayin Sham. It seems to us that's because the Torah brings the opinion of the Rambam and says everybody disputes it. They didn't bring down his opinion here in the Shulchan Aruch. But the truth is, even though those posts can possibly not like the Rambam. Become nevertheless came to Rashi. It says it's smag. What goes Maimoni? They rain pasuk Rambam. So pasuk the Rambam ain't shofar kosher actual ayil kafuf. They kafuf shofar is only kosher if it's from a ram and it's bent. Shita sheish l'chush divrei. Obviously, you have to take the opinion into consideration. Ubefrad, especially b'isa Torah, especially a Torah issue. Shalol achshir shum min shofar acher, not to allow the use of any other type of shofar. Chein nohagu kol Yisrael. It's a universal minute. Brackets here. Ayin taz ma sherot lomar b'kavanas Rambam. What he wants to say in the Rambam. Kol dvar tumuim. However, Taz says it's astonishing and a mistake which emerged from His Holiness. La'achlif ayil b'chirik ayol b'kamatz. Ayil, which is a male ram, male sheep, a ram, which is like an ayol, which is a kind of a deer or ibex, one of those things. Requires tuach acham tziyah chaprim meganim. They already said that he misinterpreted the what the vows are. Vagon Rabbi Yeshua Berlin also arguing the Taz. He quite took up and move on, but the Taz one's first not clear. And the foundation is that the ram's the basic idea is that the ram's horn is bent. And says it also mentions that Asi Shabbat With this, all the inferences work out. Kamash Kosafti, as I wrote, the Duke. Da Varosh Ber Gimel Kaz Hashem Ramban, the Shoshmi is the Shofros. So the Rosh is another opinion. And he writes the name of the Ramban, and he measures by Shofros. Because Shofros, even every Shofar, if you lo shalayo, if it's not from Ram, Shem b'di'evet. The kosher b'di'evet ben pshutim ben kfufim is a straighter bent. The Vayim except for a cow's horn, they should carry it below shofar because it's a horn and not a shofar. It's not, doesn't, obviously the horn of the chayos, which are the animals we do take the shofar from, if not for ayil, is like a ram's horn, and a cow's horn, the Gemara says, grows in layers. It's not one piece, it grows in layers, so therefore it's not the same. But in any event, it's only preferentially to use the ben ones. The mitzvah in a mufchar, and do the mitzvah in the best possible way, who shall ayil, then you use the ram's horn. It's correct in order to commemorate the Akedah. But Rosh Ram Tur Iskim with Vara. The Rosh and Ram Tur agree with the well, that is the Rosh. I'm not sure he repeats that. No, it's Ramban. Okay, so he brought down the Ramban, and he himself the Rosh, and the Ran and the Tur all agree with the Ramban. Okay, so the Seder saying Eila, these rabbis hold the Arukh is and the Shmais. The Arukh is like the generic Mishnah. The Chol Shofar is Ksheris, all Shofar are kosher, Chutzim Shal Parah, except for one of a cow. The Mishnah Shashnia, the Shofar Shal Shal Yal Pashav, and like the second Mishnah, that the Shofar Rosh is of a simple one of one of these deer type animals. Look, Rabbi Yehuda, the mitzvah who kafel. But in this, we say Rabbi Yehuda, that it's a mitzvah that it be bent. Rabbi Levi says, mitzvah not mufchar, and it's doing the mitzvah in an especially best way. Bishal ayah, if you use a ram, so Rabbi Avo. Like Rabbi said, Rabbi Levi, in the words of Rabbi Levi, Avo enam likuva, they're not the impediment. Divrei Rabbi Levi the mitzvah, Divrei Rabbi Vua the mitzvah min hamuvchar. Rabbi Levi says the mitzvah. Rabbi Vua said is an ultra special mitzvah.